Okay, on this video today, I'm just gonna talk about the O2 sensor light, engine light being on your vehicle. So this is what happened to me. This is the my girlfriend's car that I put the E39I the 3 series engine block onto this one, and it had a blown head gasket. So I just instead of doing the heads, I just put a new engine block in here. And before I read it, I had a misfiring on cylinder 3. So from 3 it goes from 1 to 3. So I had misfiring on cylinder 3 because water was shooting into there. So I didn't have no O2 sensor light on my car. So when I was done putting the engine block in and everything, I cleared out all the codes, and the only one that was giving me a pain was the O2 sensor light. I didn't have that light on before, but on my other video, I'll show you how to take off your O2 sensors on this 97 528i. I took mine off to see how dirty they were, or when the water was shooting through the heads and shooting out the exhaust, if it rusted up the O2 sensor, or if it got it real dirty, or get corrosion on it and all that. I checked it out. What I did with my O2 sensors, I got them, sanded them down, sprayed them with some brake cleaner, cleaned them out. They seemed okay. They're not damaged or anything. I ended up putting them back, driving around, waited a week, and nothing happened. My engine light was still on. So I was reading on some forums and saying, well, pretty much saying that just because it says the O2 sensor lights on your O2 sensor engine lights on your vehicle, that doesn't mean it's the O2 sensor. It could mean other problems causing that problem. So what ended up happening in my situation, I ended up changing. I didn't want to change my O2 sensors because I was not going to spend no $200 for two O2 sensors. Well, I was able to get them for a good discount, but I didn't want to. So the way that I fixed mine, because I read online, was just because you have the O2 sensor light on, it doesn't mean it's the O2 sensor. What ended up happening in my situation, it was that I had an air leak. So if you ever had this problem, check your engine. If your engine is vibrating, how it's not supposed to, it pretty much means that you have an air leak, and it's causing your O2 sensor to turn off. And in some forums that I read, it says they're saying that there's the proper air is not shooting through these sensors, and then the air coming out passing the O2 sensor, if they're not balanced out the way they're supposed to, it'll cause the O2 sensor to come on. But it doesn't mean that you have to replace your O2 sensors. So that was good things that I read online, and I really appreciate what I read, because what ended up happening with my situation, I had an air leak right here. Right here on the was it exhaust? No, the manifold. Right here. Between here, I had an air leak. So from the plastic and the metal, there's a orange gasket. But what I ended up doing in my situation, I wasn't going to go to the dealership and buy an orange gasket. I kept the gasket there, and I just put silicone all around it, and then I screwed the 4 screws in there where they're supposed to be, and just tightened in it, and that solved my problem. I drove my car for at least an hour, and my engine light just shut off. So that solved that problem. So I was really happy that I didn't buy those O2 sensors. So just if you want to check for oil, air leaks or anything, you could get brake fluid, spray it all around your intake, and then, oh, that's why. Look at this. This hooker's loose. Let's tighten that. And then another thing you can use is what I used on mine was what was it? I used W240. So pretty much what I was doing, grabbing W240, spraying in all the areas that I thought there was air leaks, and then when I sprayed my W240 right here, my engine was idling how it's supposed to. Then that's how I figured out that the air leak was on either on both sides of this intake manifold. So that's just a tip that I'm talking about. So if it ever happens to you, hopefully it'll make this easier for you to fix your problem. So just make sure you spray around the area, and then especially if you do use W240, wash it down, because the W240 will gather up dust and build up oil spots, and that thing you don't want. So I'll recommend just spraying brake cleaner. That's what I mean, brake cleaner all around there to find air leaks. So that solved my problem on my O2 sensor light on, and I'm happy about that. So right now my light was on for gas, I think fuse sensor bank 1, but I think I solved my problem because I forgot to tighten this one on my last video. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and I'll be more than willing to help you out. So if you like, you give all my videos a thumbs up, and I'll really appreciate that. Okay, so thank you for watching.